Channel 4 treated us to another helping of the Great British Bake Off. Julie was having trouble making her soufflés rise.
Oh, I'm terrible at baking. The local vicar once broke his tooth on one of my cheddar scones. Never heard such foul language from a man of the cloth.
Farid is decorating his soufflé with coriander.
Look at the rise on that. He spoilt that soufflé with coriander. The poor cousin of the more popular parsley. You're not enjoying this, are you, Graham? Turn it off. Do you think it's time I threw Paul's clothes away? I mean, he's been gone 9 months. Do you think I should? It's probably time. It doesn't look like he's coming back, does it? What are you doing?
I could ask you the same thing.
I'm putting my rubbish in a skip.
Well, why don't you use your own bin?
Because it's full.
Yeah, it's not my problem, is it?
Maybe you, the rubbish police.
This is my skip! And you've got no right throwing your rubbish in here!
And what? You sleep in there to stop people from using it? I don't want to sound rude, but that's a bit extreme.
Listen here, Tinky Winky, or whoever you're supposed to be. I live in this skip. It's my home.
You live in a skip?
Yes, I live in a skip. However, it is located in arguably one of the most attractive streets in Didsbury, within walking distance of local amenities, excellent schools.
It's still a skip.
Well, you might call it a skip. I would call it bijou accommodation, a pied-à-terre, you might say.
Oh, I'm Waynetta, by the way.
Waynetta. I'm Joni. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Would you like to come in for a drink?
Really?
Yeah, unless you want to stay here and guard your skip all day.
A drink would be lovely.
Come on. Hey, come on.
Thank you.
Right.
Oh my God, have you been burgled?
No. Hey, I moved Graham so you can sit down.
Graham?
Hello, I'm Graham.
Hello, Graham. I'm Joni. I hope you don't mind me coming to join you.
Oh, he's not real.
I know.
Oh, all right. Sit down. Right, what do you want to drink? We've got whiskey, vodka, brandy, rum, some yellow shit that Nana Cakey used to drink.
Nana Cakey?
Yeah, I'll tell you about her later.
I was thinking something a bit lighter, you know, maybe tea.
Martini?
Okay, yeah, go on then. Oh, I hope you don't think I'm being impolite, but do you think I could have a clean glass, please?
You're very sanitary for someone who lives in a skip.
You don't have to lower your standards just because your circumstances change.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, it's funny hearing that name, Graham. Reminds me of my first boyfriend.
Oh, what was his name?
Graham.
Oh,
I haven't thought about him in years.
my first boyfriend had a weird sex fetish called gerontophilia.
What's that when it's at home?
When you get sexually aroused by older people.
How elderly?
Very elderly.
Oh, Are we talking sort of Helen Mirren elderly? Because she's gorgeous.
No. More the Queen elderly.
Oh dear.
And all he wanted to do was go to bingo and Crown Green bowling. I couldn't understand it. And then one day, I came home and found him getting hot and steamy to reruns of the Golden Girls. He says, oh, it was a coincidence and I was thinking of you. Later on, shouts out the name Dorothy in his sleep, and I knew he was lying.
Well, my Graham, he had no exciting sexual fetishes. Actually, he was rather dull in the bedroom. Actually, he was rather dull in general. But what he didn't know about the workings of an internal combustion engine is not worth knowing.
Is any of it worth knowing?
No, not to me. I just wanted some good old-fashioned rough and tumble, you know, but he had to explain how the 4 strokes of a 4-stroke engine were, hang on a minute, suction of fuel, compression of fuel, power strokes, engine strokes.
What did you do?
I taught him my own version of suction of fuel and power strokes, if you get what I mean.
Are we speaking in innuendo now? Because I'm so confused.
Oh, love, I gave him a nosh and then I polished him off.
Wow.
Comprende?
Right, wow.
Is that one of them there lava lamps?
Oh no, that's a glass of old strawberry milk.
How long's it been there?
When did Boris Johnson win the election?
January.
Yeah, since then. I was drowning my sorrows.
You drown your sorrows in strawberry milk despite having more alcohol than Threshers.
Yeah, I always have ever since I was a child. It's a comfort thing. Nana Cakey always used to give me strawberry milk when I felt sad. Thinking Nana Cakey!
Where is she? She here?
Yeah, she's always here.
Well, where?
Everywhere.
Oh, is she alive?
No, she's dead. But she's always here, listening and looking out for me.
Oh, well, I think maybe you should dispose of that strawberry milk because it's full of bacteria, even coronavirus.
You're probably right. Yeah.
You just throw it away.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Oh,
God.
oh, that's pungent. Oh.
Do you know, this is a beautiful apartment. Well, it could be.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I could do wonders with this place.
Like you did with your skip.
Don't be facetious.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, I haven't always lived in a skip, you know. I used to have a beautiful home in Cheshire.
Oh. Well, what happened?
I had a choice. I could have stayed in my beautiful home in Cheshire and end up doing a 15-year stretch for slowly and psychotically murdering and torturing my husband. Or leave with nothing except my sanity intact, and that's what I did.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. And that's why I moved into the skip. Because nobody was using it at the time and it was as clean as a skip could possibly be. And nobody could see me in there. I felt safe. Well, safer.
All that because of your husband.
Yeah.
I think you are so brave.
No, not really. Just the thought of living with that brutal bastard is worse than living on the streets. Yeah. He made my other 2 husbands look like angels in comparison.
What were they like?
Well, Gary, I met him when we were 17. He was a nice guy, but we were too young. It was never destined to last. And then there was David. Oh, such a lovely, lovely man. I can't fault him, to be honest.
So why did you split up?
Well, David, he decided he wanted to be Davina. I didn't mind at first. You know, we shared clothes, we shared makeup, and we watched chick flicks together. Oh, it was like having a very tall and attractive sister. And then he ran off to Wigan with this plumber called Barry. I haven't seen him since.
Oh. Sometimes I think it'd be a lot easier to be a lesbian.
Have you ever indulged in a drink from the fairy cup?
What?
Have you ever experimented with women?
No. Have you?
Of course, darling. How do you know what flavour crisps you like unless you try them all?
I don't like crisps.
Biscuits, then?
I love a chocolate hobnob.
Ah, well, imagine you'd never tried or tasted a chocolate hobnob. You'd only ever had in a Garibaldi.
It's not even a biscuit. It's just pastry with fruit in it.
But then one day, someone comes along and offers you a chocolate hobnob, and you look at it, and it's all oaty and it's chocolatey.
I think I'm ovulating.
Yeah, are you going to say, oh, sorry, no, I only eat Garibaldis?
For the love of God, no. Are you mad? I would grab hold of that chocolate hobnob with both hands and I'd lick that smooth milk chocolate like I've never licked it before. Am I a lesbian?
No.
Oh, I'm starving.
Ah, yeah.
Good morning, Britain. A number of
Most successful TV comedies, Jennifer Saunders.
And most extravagant of all, the 13-metre-long swimming pool.
Where am I?
So this is amazing. This is like being in a private members club. You know, I have something to say
I've
about that,
tidied up.
which is that it
What
is
time did you get up?
it's kind of
Oh,
super
5:30.
It's
In the
so
morning?
brilliant.
Yeah, the early bird catches the worm.
Medieval chain mail is exactly what it is.
Medieval chainmail waterfall.
What
It
worms
just
have you
gets
caught?
better and better as you
Well,
approach it.
I
This
would
curve
have made you
goes under
breakfast,
the
but the only food in your
gorgeous.
fridge, it's evolved into penicillin.
Don't do shopping.
Such a great
There's no
shape.
need to with Uber
I just want to
Eats.
stand just
Can you either deliver
drink in
breakfast from
those-
Mackie D's? Do you
those
want one?
shapes.
No, I've no money.
Well, let me treat you
The
to a double
spiral
sausage
shape
and egg
gives the
McMuffin. It's
impression
an
that the
absolute
sweet
treat for the
crust
taste
on
buds.
the hall
Ordered.
leads to the
Oh,
centre
thank you.
space
I
home,
will
an
pay you
open
back.
plan living space where
Nonsense.
natural and
Money's the only
vertical
thing I'm not
birds
short of.
combine
Oh,
to breathtaking
then what are you short of?
Well, start with a nice house like J-Lo.
In a building where I don't
Mine's more
feel as though I
hang
want to
glow.
say very much.
And I think I'm the only person I know
stand
with
here and-
naff hair.
Just let it.
Come on. Right. What are you really lacking in your life?
Dunno.
Well, I mean, do you like living on your own?
No, I hate it. But I hate going out, so I don't meet anyone.
So why do you hate going out?
Don't know. Don't know when it started, to be honest, but like you turn on the news and it's all sex and rape and sex trafficking and murder and pandemics and... But it doesn't encourage you to venture out, does it? But it seems a lot worse nowadays. Like, for example, when I was a kid, you had flashes.
Yeah.
They were a lot less harmful than today's sex offenders.
Yeah.
You recognise them straight away with their long grubby raincoats.
Yes.
They'd show you a quick glimpse of the penis and then they'd dash off through the ginnel. Job done. Some of them are actually quite sweet. And they thanked you for taking the time to look.
How long were you looking?
Well, usually a couple of minutes. No, but I was very interested in biology back then. I drew an amazing penis for my art GCSE and I did it from memory.
I bet your art teacher was so impressed.
No, not really. No. I'll show you some of my art.
Oh, that'd be nice.
They've gone.
Well, I haven't seen any paintings.
They're not paintings, they're contemporary art pieces. You've thrown it away?
I don't know what you mean.
Do you know what this is?
Partially eaten kebab?
How dare you? This is a piece of art. A piece of art I call my tea. It's intensely personal, exposing intimate details of my life through merciless honesty.
And what intimate details does that expose?
That I like kebabs.
Gosh. Oh, now you've explained it so profoundly. I feel such a fool for ever thinking it was just a partially eaten kebab.
Sarcasm is the lowest form of wit.
No, that's Mrs. Brown's boys.
Yeah, fair point.
Oh, what do you do with your art?
I sell it.
To who?
Art enthusiasts.
Oh, and have you sold the kebab?
Yeah, but they're not going to bloody want it now, are they? Look at the state of it. I'm going to have to recreate it. There you go. That's better.
So how much did you get for it?
500.
500. What, £500?
No, 500 tables. Yes, £500.
That's ridiculous!
Why? It's worth it.
It's a bloody kebab!
You're such a Philistine.
Sorry? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. Look, what do I know about art anyway?
My ex-boyfriend didn't like my art. In fact, none of my exes like my art.
How many exes have there been then?
3.
Oh, that's a coincidence. That's just like me. 3. Except I married mine.
Not the only failure at relationships then.
Oh, thanks.
Oh no, I didn't mean that. No, actually, I think I did.
No, you're right. You're right. I am a failure at marriage. But that all depends if you want to be a success at marriage. I'm not sure that I do. Because being a success at something, it's not always a good thing, is it?
Isn't it?
No, look at that. Dr. Harold Shipman, right? He was a success at killing people. Not a good thing, is it?
No.
No. And look at that Joey Essex. Now, he's made a huge success out being a twat. Who wants to be a twat?
You're right, he really is a twat, isn't he?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, to be a success at my marriages, I would have had to change who I am. I would have had to suppress my feelings, deny my own opinions, and pretend I like football and Top Gear.
And anal sex.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, I think I'd rather be a success at being single. Yeah. At being independent. At being confident, self-reliant, self-sufficient.
Living in a skip.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, admittedly, I'm not quite there yet.
You can live here if you like.
What, here with you?
Yeah, well, why not? You know, you're homeless. And I'm lonely and you're tidy and I'm a slob. We work well together. And you won't have to pay any rent.
No, that's far too generous.
Oh, look. I'm a paranoid, lazy couch potato. And I talk to a bear. I think that the people in Gogglebox are my mates. And I dress like a 4-year-old.
You do?
And I've only just come to terms and thrown my ex's clothes out because I just couldn't accept that it was over. Please move in with me, please. You'd be doing me a big favour.
Okay. I'd love to.
And we are a peculiar.
Oh, wait, I don't do physical contact.
Oh. Well, fist bump then.
Okay.
Pair.